What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. And today we're going to be talking about what I'd do different if I wanted to start over with money and fix my financial situation today if I really needed to start over and buckle down. I know everyone is kind of like in that situation right now where you're like, I don't have money for anything, for groceries, for all this different stuff. And I know times are tough right now and it seems like impossible to get out of the holes we're in and stuff. But I'm telling you, you can. It just takes a money mindset. A whole mindset shift has to happen for you to even be able to get started on this stuff. You have to want to do it. You have to want to be like so desperate for change that you actually make some changes in your life. So if I wanted to get started today, it would definitely be, first of all, you got to budget. You got to look into what you're spending all your money on. You also got to look at how much money is actually coming in. You got to know that number so you can start budgeting and seeing like how you can cut down on your spending. Stuff that helps me is like really just knowing like what kind of like basic needs do I need at the grocery store. For me, it's like I knew that I could spend $300 a month at the grocery store for myself. And that was kind of the budget I stuck to. I didn't spend more than that. I tried to aim for, if I went once a week to the grocery store, I was trying to spend, $75 tops. And you got to kind of stick to that. The reason why that helps is because you can meal prep. Meal prepping is a huge part of saving money. Food is probably one of the biggest expenses that people have. So if you can figure out a way to be sustained with like rice, beans, they say that, but I actually like rice and beans, but regardless, so you got to be able to do that. Also knowing like what you're spending money on, like subscription stuff. Like if you're spending all this money on different subscriptions and you're not using it, just pick one. Like for me, I choose to pay for YouTube and Amazon Prime because I get stuff delivered. I don't even really get much stuff delivered anymore, but like I see the value in having Amazon Prime. I watch it all the time, so I don't pay for Netflix. My girlfriend or my fiance has YouTube, or not YouTube, Hulu and HBO Max. But besides that, they're cracking down on the password sharing, so it's a lot harder to pay for. So just like limit your subscriptions. I also got Spotify, so those things like add up. And if you don't need them, they're not necessary, especially if they offer free tiers with ads and stuff. Just go with that for now. You don't need those extra expenses. I would definitely start trying to save up for some type of emergency fund. Just even if it's like $1,000, $2,000 to get started, get that just so you have it in case of emergency. But besides that, you got to start paying off your debts, your credit card debts, paying towards your student loans, and you got to get that out of the way, because there's no point in saving money or investing money if the interest on those things are killing you. So you got to get the debt out of the way. Like that's just number one. You got to start chipping away at it, whether that's like you're doing the first step now, you're budgeting your money, but then you figure out ways to make more money so you can pay that off faster. The faster you can get out of debt, that's the name of the game. Money buys freedom, and you want freedom to choose like every day, even if there's like a recession and you have to like scale back. If you don't have debt, you're able to scale back as much as possible. That's a gift. You want to be able to do that. So, and then after you pay off your debts, it's a matter of just saving more money and after you've saved up enough to feel comfortable in your emergency fund, then you're putting that towards investments and letting that money work for you as soon as possible so you can get the most compound interest with, dollar cost averaging into the market. So, those are like a few things I would do. I'd probably stay single during this time. Like try to better yourself by going for like walks or runs. Those are free. Trying to figure out ways to do stuff with your friends that doesn't require a lot of money. I would definitely suggest just not drinking. If you're drinking and you have money problems, like that's a problem in itself, and you probably should be looking into that a little bit. If you don't drink, you're going to save a lot of money on top of like meal prepping. Those two things alone probably change the game for most people. So those are just a couple recommendations to get started today. I know you just have to be able to control your spending. Don't make the weekends about like, I need me time, I need free time. Stop trying to go on vacations for your birthday. Like, it's over. Like, it's time to start thinking about your future. And like, if you start today, over time, over a couple years, you're going to be in a better place. I promise you, because I'm living proof of that. I was in a really bad place and now I feel great. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. I just wanted to help some people, you know, get some activation going with like changing their finances, and hopefully this helps. My name is Sai. I make videos every day trying to help people with advice around acting, investing, YouTube growth, self-development, and life in general. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, please subscribe, give me a like on this video, leave a comment. What are things that you're doing to help budget or try to like change your finances? What are some things that hurt you in those things? I'd love to know in the comments. And I'm trying to help people out with these free one-on-one calls right now. So sign up, and they're very limited. So they're in the description if you're interested in that. If you just want to get on the call with me and chop it up, just like I'm doing right now, but one-on-one, that's your opportunity. And also check out one of these 2 videos that's popping up on the screen. YouTube thinks you'll really like them, and I do too. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next one, all right? Peace.